Today's bonus video is requested by Elliot, a channel member who wanted me to cover developments over at Scandinavian Airlines. A massive shout out to Petrufa, who also recently joined up as a channel member. Thank you so much for your support, and to everyone that supports me on a daily basis. I know I probably don't say it enough, but to every single person that watches, likes, even leaves a dislike, I really cannot thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to just tune into one of my old videos. Scandinavian Airlines have been a carrier that has featured heavily on the channel in recent months, and with good reason. 75 years or so of rich history doesn't actually prevent any airline from incurring difficulties, and for SAS, that rings true, with the past month throwing them many hurdles. During my coverage of the 2022 Farnborough Air Show, I did discuss how the ongoing pilot strike had progressed, but had yet to move towards a more firm position where the solution would be found. However, on the 19th of July, after 15 days of said pilot strike, SAS and the SAS Pilots Union agreed to a mediation, and as a result, a 5.5-year deal with bargaining agreements was announced, and subsequently, flights on the SAS network were approved to resume, following the said agreement and the flight program established by the airline. Agreeing to such a thing for a company like SAS is enormous, and allows them to continue their attempts to move forward with their SAS Forward, a transformational plan outlined by critical executives, with the end goal to turn around the business fortunes and become profitable once again. But of course, if pilots are striking and operations are cancelled widely, with a quota of 60% of daily flights cancelled during the strike, achieving the result of the outlined SAS Forward plan gets increasingly more difficult. The president and CEO of SAS said, though, "I am pleased to report that we have now agreed with all 4 pilot unions for SAS Scandinavia, and the strike has ended. Finally, we can resume normal operations and fly our customers on summer holidays. I deeply regret that so many passengers have been impacted by this strike. However, while agreeing to terms with the pilots and establishing their network, SAS continues to face pressures from exterior problems, primarily centering around the funding for said carrier and wider group. They need new investors and also need to slash costs, which are all incorporated in this SAS Forward plan. But such a plan cannot be achieved if the group cannot attract new investors and therefore cash. Of course, with the latter being incredibly hard for them to attract and therefore secure for the long-term sustainability. It's a step in the right direction for SAS to be agreeing those terms with their pilots and the union. However, the harsh reality is that it's just potentially prolonging the carrier's life, and that is really the only thing that the broader company stands to gain. Without investors and the ability to slash costs, it's a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. SAS has already seen various rejections from the government regarding injecting funds, and they're now truly up against it. Stay tuned across the channel for future coverage on SAS, hopefully moving into a more positive light with the potential securing of funds and of course clearing of debt. That though is set to be a massive challenge. To Daniel Griffiths, Al Walid, Eric, The Flash Cuban, Neil, Don, Stefan and Jam, thanks for being cabin crew members here on DJ's Aviation. If you have any thoughts on the ongoing situation at SAS, you can drop that in the comment section below. I appreciate the support. Do take care and be safe, and I'll see you next time.